Hello, my name is Marjorie. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a craft along with me, and I am working on some ephemera pieces to go into my fall journal. The digitals that I will be using today is from French Cottage Shabby, and I will include the specific kits in the description box. I will also include Daisy's shops in the description box along with her Facebook group and her YouTube channel. Daisy has such beautiful, exquisite kits, and in her website, which I will put specifically in the description box, she has membership options and is just exclusive artwork that she makes available for the members. And I just wanted to also say that she has different payment options for that. And it's just really, I've been such a happy member there, and I'm just so happy. So with that being said, I'm gonna go over some of the elements. As you see, my table, it is a mess, and it's because I am working, and so just kind of going over what I plan on using. So I will start with this here. So this is a glassine bag that I plan on backing up these beautiful ephemera that comes in the kit. So I love the contrast of the golden brown with the pink. And then here's another one. I think this is so sweet. So it's just autumn leaves with a candlestick and music paper. I think that's so sweet. So that's that. This I have already gone over with some pearl paint on the white pumpkin, lined it with coffee dyed paper, and inked the edges with pink ink. And I already made these ephemera by cutting out the picture and backing it up with tracing paper that I gold up, added some gold on. And I don't know if you can hear it, but it's just the crinkly sound, and it just kind of reminds me of autumn leaves. And I don't know, it's such a special fun element that I thought would add to the journal. And now I have, okay, some coffee dyed doilies that I added some gold on, and just some extra, sorry, that's strayed thread, some thread there. These are just some offcuts of my coffee dyed paper that I've edged with ink, pink ink. I think that's why I'm getting tongue-tied. Pink ink. Okay, so that's what I did here. And this is a beautiful invoice that Daisy has gifted the members in her Facebook group. And so I printed that out and sprayed some coffee on the back, went in with gold on the header here, and just edged with some brown ink. Oh, distressed ink. Yes, Tim Holtz. My apologies, Tim Holtz. And so that is what I have. And I have this beautiful ephemera that I'm going to be using this doily on. And I just love this so very much. This is so special to me. Daisy adds a lot of beautiful stories into her kids that are extremely heartfelt. I love them so very much. And so my idea in this is to fold them up. I backed it up with the coffee dyed paper and I fold it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a pocket using this coffee doily. Let's start off here, so then that way, we are moving along. So what I try to do here is find a center. It does not have to be perfect because I I really did not measure this or anything, but I just wanted this to have a beautiful place. So I just kind of line it up on the side here. Oh, sorry. I wasn't sure. I need to always check if I'm in frame. So I fold that. So once I have that little pocket, once I fold up the end, I flip this up and it becomes a little pocket. Okay. See? And I'll tell you why I thought this was very special in doing this. Let me take glue and put some on the side. So I still kind of do that. When my children were younger, I would tell them stories because we would be in the car and, we like to travel. So I would give these very lengthy stories. I mean, I love stories, I love storytelling. Okay, so to me, see, so here you have a pocket, and then you have a second pocket. And you need to kind of find that spot. Actually, let me make sure that I'm not gluing any pieces together. I just think that it's sorry. Okay, because I know that it's folded up a certain way. So this should be fine. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't glue. Let me make sure. Yeah, okay. So everything is moving now. Okay. So when they were little, well, I still do that. Just, I would tell them stories. And so Daisy has a lot of stories that goes into her kids, which I find to be very, very endearing. And, oh, I see what it is. The edge are folded and on one side I'm putting in that pressure, but I think this is fine. This fits just fine. So I'm not going to finick with that too much because I don't plan on putting this tag in there. So let me set that aside. And so yes, so here I have two pockets, and back to the story that I was saying. So this reminded me of stories that I would tell my children. And so in this journal, I made it a mini journal. And the reason why I did that is because I would love to take this along when I take my children to fall festivals or family gatherings. A lot of times my children would collect things, let's say a leaf, a flower, and they'll bring it to me. And I always love having pieces of paper or, those thick paper towels. And I usually put whatever they give me and I press it. And so I've done that for many years. And I just thought, well, since now I'm making journals and I'm creating different things with the inspiration of so many lovely, lovely, talented people, I want to incorporate that to my memory keeping. So I thought that this story is so beautiful. It may be too lengthy for me to read, and I tend to get nervous and get tongue-tied, so please forgive me. But what I love about this is that you can use this and read this to your children or your grandchildren or your nieces or family members or just someone, because this is a very uplifting, beautiful story. And there's another, I think there's 2 stories in this kit. Just goes beautifully hand in hand. So I wanted to just create a very special spot for it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and back this up here. So I'm just gonna go, okay, I'm using, I believe this is glitter glue. Oh, sorry, I'm not even in frame. This is glitter glue. I heard that it does better when you use glitter glue when you are working with glassine bags or baking paper. So that's why I got it. And I heard that it's useful for other things as well. So I just said, well, let me just get a bottle. I usually use Fabri-Tac. And I'm going to go ahead and do this one as well. I don't line things up perfectly. Sorry, I should, I guess, but I am looking, I'm not really looking, I do tend to go for a tattered, worn look, if that makes sense. I still love for it to be pretty, but I am not concerned about it being, you know, symmetrical to the T. I'm not concerned about that. I used to be, but I think it's because of just technical teachings that I remember in art. But in junk journaling, it has given me the freedom to not get caught up on the technical techniques of certain things. So yeah, so I'm not, you know, this is pretty not perfect, and if something bothers me, I may trim it off to kind of make it more even. But also I don't want to cut too much away from it because I do love the texture of the paper, and I think that adds fun to this project. Now I may need to trim it if I'm going to try to fit it in here, so that's something I have to keep in mind. So this one I plan on putting it here because I kind of like the contrast. So I may have to go in here and just kind of slim it up just a tad. Maybe not so much on the top and bottom, but the sides, just so that I can slip inside that pocket without giving me a problem. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I can trim down the bottom. Let's see. I think I may have to do that. Okay. I'll just go ahead and do this as well. Okay. Let's see. I think it works. I think I just have to see the back part. There's a fold in here. I may have to cut the corners. I think the corners are just going to get in the way. And I think this may just solve that problem. Okay, let's see. Okay, that is better. Okay, great. We solved that problem. Okay, so that is a beautiful little pocket. Now I'm going to show you where I wanted to why I wanted to show you this. So this is the first one I made, and this is also another story. So Here's a beautiful, sweet little tag. I backed this tag with coffee dyed paper and edged it with pink ink. Sorry that my fingers have glue, and let me put a cap on my glue, because then it will get gunky on me. Okay, so yeah, so this is actually, I did this one. See how this is? So this one, I lowered it. I kind of just wrapped it with this ephemera. So you can do it however you'd like, and I think that it turns out beautifully. So this is the first story, Sugar Maple. It's such a beautiful story. Maybe I will read it, but I don't know. I don't think I have like the best reading voice, but my children love my reading voice. They say that it's relaxing. So, but they're my children, so of course. So anyway, I folded this. I wrapped it around the paper just like I did here. So I knew this fits, because I just did the same thing I did there. And then I took this sweet little tag right in there. I had some sari silk that I made ruffles, and I just put a pearl dangle on this paper clip, so it holds the story and this holds the tag. And you can paper clip this on the journal. You can tuck it in anywhere, or a tuck spot. And now, so we get the same option here. You can decorate or just leave as is. It's really up to you. So you can just add something on here. I didn't have anything in mind, but you know, you can just do a sweet little bow, and you can add just a small little bling. Well, this is sequins. See, just right there. Or you can even decorate a paper clip. I don't have a paper clip, but you can decorate a paper clip like the way I did here, and that will decorate the top. So I love it because this is going to peek out on my journal, and so that is an idea. So you can, again, create that however you wish. So here, so this was the first one that I did, and so I wanted to show you how I did that. Now another idea I had was to, because I love this, I love the way, I don't know, it crunches. And so what I had in mind is to kind of do the same thing. So I just place this here, and where's this side? Fold. I don't know if this is lined up properly. It doesn't have to be, but I at least try to kind of make it where both sides are even. But I don't think at the end it doesn't, it's not gonna hurt your project. I don't believe so. But you can make it as you would like. And see, so I think I like that. So this right here will have a pocket, and you can tuck it in. Like I said, you can clip it on your journal, and I just think that that adds a special touch. And you can embellish as much or as little. See, so you can do something like that. I'm liking the contrast of the pinks, coffee, gold. I don't know, just kind of like the different shades, because in this digital there's it's called Autumn Blush. I'll have the specific name in the description box, but I think that it's just so sweet, the combination of pinks, peaches, coffee, golden tones, even orange tones. So, you know, you can really, really make this your own. And it's just however you wish. I mean, I just had different elements to kind of just see the possibilities. I know that there's so many different options, and I just wanted to kind of show you what can be done. Let me glue this so then that way I won't forget, but I may have to take this paper out and then make sure that it's only on the edge, because that can go through to the other side. So let me just make sure, and then I'll have like something like this to kind of make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom of the page, because then it won't, I mean to this side. Look how beautiful this will just be. So beautiful. You can just leave it as is. If you don't want to overdo anything, you don't have to, but this should just slip in here. I may need to put more glue, I don't know. Oh, okay. You can add more glue here. I think that's what it is. But I'm not going to do that yet because I want to make sure that this all dries properly, and then I'll go in there and add more glue if need be. So here's just another little pocket that you can make with a doily. So you kind of just are using the doily to wrap whatever ephemera you are working with. And I think that's just really sweet. So for example, actually let me try something out. So if I put this in here, you know, you can add more ephemera as, I guess, a second pocket. If I'm careful, I can kind of just tuck this in here, or another piece. So that could be a possibility. Or I may just go ahead and just glue that down and just add something. Because if you want to tone down the pink, make it more earthy, you can add that. And you can, let me see, you can add some bling, maybe like a piece here. I thought I had another one that was more in the gold tone. Does that happen to you? I'm losing everything. Or maybe I thought I had it and I didn't. Okay, here it is. Yes, I knew I had a piece. Okay. Isn't that pretty? I think that is so sweet. So you really don't have to, you know, just however you would like, whatever, you know, maybe you don't want this brown. Maybe you can, you know, make a bow with this and just have that. So you can make it as neutral or as bold as you wish. I think that's what is fun creating. You know, you just kind of try certain pieces out. So this is another idea too. So this is some seam binding, excuse me. And so you just tuck that here, pull through, and you kind of just, I like making a bowl. I make it messy. I'll make just a messy bowl because I like the crinkle look that the seam binding has. I kind of like that. So it doesn't have to be perfect. And you can just kind of add something like this here. or something more neutral. I kind of don't want to cover the wording. Wait, there's like thread. I'm so sorry because I was cutting up silk yesterday because that's what I'm going to be using for the cover. And see, like maybe that flower, I can trim this off and just kind of have it there. So it just really depends on the look that you're looking for. But I give myself flexibility because a lot of times I go with one color and I've learned that, you know what, just explore, just see what happens. So this is why sometimes, you know, a mess is good when you're creating, because it can kind of just spark an idea. So I have this here, and so my thought was to glue this on but create a pocket. So this, let's say this tag would tuck in here, and you can, you know, you can add more ephemera. So that is my idea here. So for this, I did plan on tucking in these beautiful digitals here. I'll probably glue these here on the bottom, leave the top undone. Let me do that now, because then these pieces you can add to a page, you can add to a project. And so that's kind of what I wanted, because I don't know what my children will, you know, what will they give me. And I also plan on visiting family for Thanksgiving. So I have such amazing, beautiful family. I'm so thankful for them. Sorry for the reach over. I'm trying to remind myself to put the pin on top of the glue, so then that way it doesn't backfire on me when I want to use it again. Okay, so I think I will use fabric tack for this, and I can always go back and trim it, or maybe I won't. I don't know. I kind of just decide those things at the end, because when I overthink things, oh my goodness, I tend to just not do anything. It's like hours will pass and I'm like, I wasn't sure what to choose. So I just said, well, just put it down. Just let's see what we're gonna do, and when we get to that bridge, we'll cross it. So if I leave it, I'm okay. If I feel that it needs to be trimmed, I will do that as well. So there's the fabric tag. Kind of just pat it, because it's, you know, it's a lace, or yeah, lace fabric. So, you know, you can't press it too much. Okay, go along here and along here. So, are you all excited for fall? I'm excited for fall. I miss experiencing fall as I did as a child, because I was able to experience all 4 seasons. But with crafting and creating, I think that it has allowed me to just have those good memories come back up, and I love it. So this is why I just found this to be so special. Like I said, you know, just the sound of certain papers, and it just brings back good memories. So here's this. We have this tucked inside, so we can have that. We can tuck this in here, and we can use it for later projects, right? So we just have that there. We have that. So this is kind of like a little ephemera holder booklet. You just tuck that in there. And like I said, I may add something else here. We'll find out when I do the flip through. But here's just a simple little ephemera holder booklet. And you can also put something here as well. That would be really cute too. Sweet. So I don't think I have any other pieces of ephemera available right now, but I think that's so simple, so sweet. And so we have done this. We have done this, which you can embellish or leave as is. And you know, this was this idea. Oh, this idea, this booklet ephemera holder, was from this project that I did. This is a page as well. This is some blush pink linen paper that I made, that I dyed. I didn't make the paper, I dyed it. So here is a little booklet. This is a beautiful tag that I backed up with coffee dyed paper. I decorated, I just adorned that with a little piece of this trim. And so this is a tag you can journal on. And here's a beautiful ephemera that I went in with some pearl paint on the pumpkin. This is an offcut from one of my dyed gold papers. So these are like, I call them boo-boo, like not boo-boo, but just, you know, I didn't like the way it came out, but I felt so terrible throwing them out. And I'm glad I don't throw these things out because they become so useful. So this is the same thing. I can glue this down, which let's do that now. I'll use the fabric tack since I have it out. So you can tuck ephemera in here as well, or little booklets or anything. So these are just offcuts of papers that I felt that they were not suitable, you know, to have available for others. But I'm really glad again that these are just good scrap busters, right? Ideas. So here's that. So again, you can use this to hold anything. So yeah, so this is kind of actually this little booklet. I had this booklet done, so this is what we did together. And so this is a page that I did. I did the same thing that I did here. So I just tacked this down and left this open. So then that way you can tuck this if you wish. Actually, I tuck this here and it holds it in place. Isn't that darling? I love that. And so inside can be for journaling, or again, you can use ephemera, you can make tuck spots, you can just leave as is. And then here, I did this beautiful sweet cluster using pieces of the silk tie ruffles. So I have just offcuts, and instead of throwing them out, you know, I just keep them, and it kind of just added a cute little textured tuck here, and these beautiful pearl appliques. And I made this pocket as well because this is so beautiful. This is a stacked letter. It's so beautiful. Thinking of you, Grandma, with love and a new hat. So it's this granddaughter writing a beautiful letter to her grandmother. And so you open the letter, and I went in there with gold. I don't know if you can see. And so she's writing this beautiful, heartfelt letter to her grandmother. And you close it. I did open it. I did coffee shimmer sprayed on it, and I inked it with some the edges with pink. So you can journal on that, or you can tack it down and use it as just little tuck spots for little ephemera. So I thought this was just so beautiful. So I wanted to make it special. I wanted to tuck it in the journal. And so I made this pocket with the doily. I need to retrace my steps. So I think I folded in half. So you see the back is the same way as the front. So I think what I did is that I folded it this way, but instead of folding it, I folded it this way. Instead of folding it closed, I folded it out, which then created 3 pockets. So, and again, I wrapped it around the size of this letter. So I don't have measurements for you, but I did the same thing I did here. I folded it along the edges of this ephemera, and that's what created this pocket. Then this is another beautiful digital. Then it created this second pocket here. But in addition to that, the center does have a pocket, and I'll show you with let's use this tag. So you have 3 pockets in here. So 1, 2, and then 3, which is the center where both sides meets. Let me know if you would like for me to make a tutorial on this, because I forgot about this, and you let me know if that made sense, or if you would like for me to do a quick tutorial, because I just wrapped it around this ephemera. And so once it was lined up from the length of the doily, I just folded it the opposite way. So that created 1, 2, and 3 pockets. Okay, so thank you. So I just thank you for being patient with me, because that caught me off by surprise, and I did not have any other ephemera that I can fold and show you. But I thought that was very sweet. So just let me know if you would like to see that. And I hope this inspires you. This is just such a beautiful kit. I love the peaches and pinks and browns and goldens and orange. I thought it was beautifully done. And so I hope that you had fun with these beautiful little fall ephemera that you can add. Can you just imagine just adding all these beautiful things to your fall journal, or making something like this and giving it to your grandchildren, or your daughter, or your mother-in-law, or your nieces? I think that this just makes such a beautiful ephemera for your fall project. And again, you can embellish it, you can leave as is. It's really up to you, and I hope that really inspired you. So thank you very much, and you have a wonderful day.